What is going on, everybody? It is Mike. Welcome back to Tech 24/7 TV. I am super excited to have you here today because I am unboxing some PS5 controllers that I got my hands on. Now, I'm not really just excited to unbox these because, without having a PS5 unit, they may or may not be completely usable. And I'm going to see if I'm able to integrate it or connect it to iPadOS, iOS 14, and see how well it works. Let's get started. Now, I am super excited to unbox these today. I ordered these probably the day that they were announced at Target, and I was able to get 2 of them. So I'm super excited, and I just can't wait to open them and actually play the PS5. Now, what's special about these DualSense controllers is that they have adaptive triggers. So as you're pulling down on the trigger, the amount of that you pull down is going to go and increase the force. So like in a game, like if you're in a racing game like Asphalt Racing, what should happen is that as I go ahead and pull down on the trigger, I might be able to go ahead and get more acceleration. I might be able to go ahead and get do more braking for that type of game. In a shooting game where like a first-person shooter, I might go ahead and increase the number of rounds that I'm shooting. So this should have a lot of cool features built into it. Now, let's go ahead and unbox this. A little sticky here. All right, we're gonna put that right here. And here is the box. It's a white box. Oh my gosh. So let's open that up. Dun, 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 dun. Wow, this is heavy. Holy cow. This feels really heavy compared to the PS4 controller. Now, while I'm getting the PlayStation 4 remote from the other room, make sure that you are subscribed. You got notifications turned on because I have a lot of other content coming, including iPhone 12 Pro, Pro Max, accessory builds, final reviews, iPad builds, as well as those new Macs that were just announced today. Those are coming out November 10th. Make sure you're subscribed, turn on notifications, so you can be one of the first people to watch that when that new content comes out. Now, I just went back to my entertainment center and I got the PS4 controller, and I also got my Nintendo Switch controller. And this is surprisingly heavy. Like, holy cow, this is surprisingly heavy. It's got a good feel to it. I like the way that the grips are. I like the way, the buttons, these buttons don't feel too different. The controller, the D-pad and the buttons feel much different. They have it because it's like this plastic texture. I guess looking at this, it does have a nice feel to it. And I don't know, it feels nice. It doesn't feel, I guess, remarkably different. But it certainly is heavier. Now, if I compare it to my Nintendo Switch controller, this is the first party. Yeah, this is the Pro controller. This feels like it's got the same weight to it. This looks pretty cool here. Now let's see here. Can we power it on? Ooh, look at that. That looks pretty sick. Now I'm gonna put you in pairing mode. Let's see here. Okay, we are in pairing mode. And I was able to enter pairing mode by holding the PlayStation button and this button in the top left-hand corner. Okay, must have turned off, must have timed out. So let's hold down the PlayStation button and the share button. And we are in pairing mode, or at least it appears to be. I have done a lot of work here trying to get this to work. So I've, put the device in pairing mode by holding down the PlayStation button and then the share button. And you'll see, actually that's just turning on. Stop it again. But if you hold down the PlayStation button and the share button simultaneously, this touchpad will flash blue, intermittently. See, if you could see here, there's a connection request for my Mac, but that's not what I want. Cancel. I don't want to request to my Mac, so I'm going to hold down the PlayStation button and the share button for about 5 seconds. 3. All right, you see here, it's in pairing mode, but it never appears on my device. Now, I did several things. I tried to use just a very kind of inexpensive USB-C cable, which that will charge the controller, which is not exactly what I'm looking for. Used a better USB-C cable that supports power and data. That did not work. And this never responds to pairing on the iPad. I thought it was maybe that I was running a different version, or I was running a beta version of iPadOS on this my iPad. But I tried hooking up to another iPhone that was running release software. and that did not work either. So it's a little bit disappointing that I can't get the PlayStation controller to work at this moment, because I really wanted to play Asphalt Racing today. I don't know what it is. I just wanted to play Asphalt Racing. But that is, again, disappointing in the least. Okay, so I have a Thunderbolt cable, and I'm going to plug that in here. And I'm going to plug that in here. That doesn't work either. So plugging in a Thunderbolt cable to this doesn't do anything. It's just disappointing. I really wish that there was a way to get this to work. I'll try one more cable. All right, this is just going to be another USB-C cable that supports power and data, and we're charging. You can see that here, it's charging. It shows that it's charging. But let's see, what happens if I power it on? It won't even power on. Yeah. So holding down, while it's charging, holding this down will not do anything. And I can't put it into pairing mode. So boo-hoo to me, because I really wanted to connect this, and I wanted to be able to play Asphalt Racing today using this controller. Not just from, I didn't have the expectations that this controller would be supported magically out of the gate, and I'd get all these new cool features with the adaptive triggers and the enhanced haptics. I wasn't, that naive to think that, but I did want to get a sense of gameplay with this controller, because again, I do love playing PlayStation. I guess I just love playing video games, period. I wouldn't consider myself a hardcore gamer, but if you're a hardcore gamer, let me know in the comments below. I do consider myself, a very serious casual gamer, where I've spent a lot of time playing video games. But that is it for me now. If you are able to get this to work, let me know in the comments below, because as of right now, today is the 2nd of November. I cannot get this DualSense controller to work with iPadOS 14.2 or 14.1, so I'm sad. I am Mike. This is Tech 24/7 TV. I'll catch you guys in the next one.